my best to coach you out of your shell like a little hermit crab.
I gotta tell you something, Bill and Chris.
Uh-huh.
Paul said hi. Paul Dixon. He's on my live right now.
Paul Dixon said hi. Aww.
Hi, Paul. You know, Paul's smoldering.
Paul's smoldering. The guys love Paul.
Yeah.
Oh, the guys like Paul.
The girls do too, Paul. But I'll tell you what, there's a lot of guys out there with a major crush on Paul.
Oh, Paul's got me crushes. I got lady crushes too, Paul. I'm with you. Yeah, it happens.
So, Holly, tell us about you.
Okay, well, I am an intuitive healer. I've been a paranormal investigator for about 8 years, but I've studied the paranormal ever since I started having paranormal experiences, which was when I was as far as back as when I was 16 years old. I just didn't know what the hell was going on. My story is a little bit longer, and I try to kind of size it down a little bit, but I always like to share my stories because I feel like people can connect with them and people can get a better understanding of what's going on with themselves as they listen to other people, and that's what being able to speak about your abilities and speak about your experiences is about. But I started with out-of-body experiences. I always felt that I was a muggle, that I had no abilities, that I was not special in any way, and when I got around people that were open-minded, I was so like, oh my god, I want that so bad, which was so weird. I was always open-minded as a kid too, although I grew up in the Baptist, that's the Baptist in the Bible Belt, and it's brimstone and hell, but that didn't stop me from wondering what the hell was more out there. And I started having out-of-body experiences when I was 16. They come to a extreme blow up when I was about 21. I was pregnant with my third son, and it just went extreme from there. I had all kinds of different experiences, started seeing stuff, hearing my name. I even seen an entity walking toward me. I can go deeper down the rabbit hole, but I'll try to keep it okay on this show right now. So once that started happening, and it scared the shit out of me, I didn't know what was going on. I was into the paranormal, but I didn't know jack shit about the paranormal. So it led me to do my own research about my own experiences. And guys, be careful about where you get your information from, because there's a lot of wacky people out there that will tell you that this is demonic activity and you need to get all that stuff. So be careful where you go to get help. I didn't listen to them because I got a straight head. About 5 years ago, my path started laying out before me, I guess you could say. Well, no, not 5 years. Good God. It's been about 8 years. That's how long I've been paranormal investigating. I really wanted to get out there and help other people because I felt like I had a better understanding from my own experiences. So I formed a team with my friend Gary, and we done that for 8 years. And within that time, I started opening up. Like anybody that knows in the paranormal and who has the abilities knows that the paranormal is your pathway into the metaphysical. It really is. For people who had a sudden awakening, a spiritual awakening like me, that's how it happened for me. So it was like, boom, here you go, bitch, figure out what to do with it. So I'm like, okay, I feel lost, but Spirit provided, because people were sent my way that helped me to learn and grow, and just trusting in myself. So my ability started getting stronger. I started meditating. I never knew anything about meditation, but I started meditating, and the second time that I meditated, my hands started to heat up, and I couldn't figure out why. And then people would give me loose-ended information, and I was stuck. I was like, what's going on with me? Am I a ghost detector? So that's always what I thought I was. I was like, people, that's what it is. My hands are detecting spirits. And now I know, of course, what's going on now that I'm a healer, but it's true though, in a way, because you are a ghost detector with your hands, because you're feeling energy. That energy is coming around you, so your hands start to heat up, so the healing starts to pour through your crown chakra. But anywho, I've been in the paranormal for about 8 years, growing into who I am now, and I've been blessed to meet all kinds of awesome people that help me all along the way. And right now I'm part of the Southern Gypsies, and I plan to be with the Southern Gypsies for as long as Spirit allows. And it's just been great. I love connecting with people. We've got a podcast out there. I got the founder of Vibe Radio Network. I don't do so much of that anymore. It's just, I don't know, I just don't have time for anything really. But I enjoy our group and what we're doing. And although we're new on the map for people, we've been around for a long time, and everybody should know the Connor sisters by now.
If they don't know what they're missing.
Exactly.
I'll speak first-handed with that. If you if you get a chance to go out and meet the ladies, from the Southern Gypsies, it's definitely an experience that you'll never forget.
Oh,
Is that good or bad?
listen, we're a good time, but we're serious when we need to be.
Absolutely.
And that's important. You have to have fun, in the paranormal, and people just get so damn serious anymore. Everybody becomes so damn territorial and all of that. And we put together this show for Paranormal Collaboration. When Chris and I put it together,
Right.
It was a place where people could come where it's you're not going to bash anybody. Nobody bashes anybody. We share our ideas. We share our experiences. We share our knowledge. And that's how we learn. And if somebody listens to this and says, you know what, I don't like Bill Reap, he's an ass. And you get that a lot. And I don't care. But you know what? If they walk away with a piece of information and that we shared about something, that's great. And that's what it's all about. We're not all going to get along. We'll never have para-unity. That's as elusive as the unicorn.
Bullshit phrase right there.
But we
That's the
can't.
biggest fucking-
I agree. I agree wholeheartedly that it's a bullshit phrase, but we can have collaboration where people can exchange ideas, and whether they like the person or not, you could still learn from them.
Absolutely. You know what? I've been around for a little bit, and I've been out these mountains a little bit. I went to New York and parked the car and in the yard and stuff like that. No, I'm joking. I'm on.
Good for you. I hate the city. Go on.
I don't like it either. I don't. I do not. I like visiting it for the people. Like, I would just come see y'all. See, we went up there north, and we made all kinds of friends, and I'm so grateful for that. And they're so welcoming to us. Bill, I think you hit on something there, and I love that you said that, because as long as I've been in the paranormal, and I'm sure everybody knows that's listening, we've all had our share of drama in the paranormal. And that's something I've always ran from. I always do, because, it's just, why? We're grown-ass people. Why is it even needed in the field? If you're not growing spiritually, then, that's part of paranormal drama. If you're not stepping away from bad situations, then that's not growing. So growing spiritually means connecting to people and understanding. It's not about cutting people down or anything like that. So, we've all been there. We've all been targeted. And I like to think of it this way, is the brighter your light shines, is the more that people are going to try to bring you down. But you have to rise above people. You have to rise above ego. You have to rise above people's negativity.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and we're seeing that now as psychics. It's the same thing. And, we're just like, live and let live. We love all. If you don't like us, that's fine. But we'll still promote you and, give you your kudos, even though you don't like us or we don't particularly care for you. But, we're not going to tear people down. We believe that as psychics and magical people, that we've got gifts to share. And that's what we've been doing at the Nickerson Sneed House. We've doing it with the magic workshops and the psychic fairs and stuff, inviting the community in and giving them a place to learn and to grow, like-minded people. And we have a lot of people that show up, for a lot of regulars that show up. And I've had a lot of people tell me, we are so glad that you have, the Nickerson Sneed House, and that you girls, the Southern Gypsies, are doing these things here, because you've given us a place to come because we were alone and we didn't know there was other people out here like us. But yet there are people out there who will, just try to tear you down. But we're not letting that happen.
No. Because you know what? And that's, you hit a good point there, Rhonda, and this is the thing, Bill, is what is the best feeling is having someone come to you and say, you don't know how much you've helped me or the community. Because up here, you don't do stuff like that in public. But Holly, I just walk out there and I'm like, I'm a witch, bitch, here I am. I said they've been saying that for years. I might as well just walk out there with the scarlet later.
Yeah, it's absolutely true. You have the same thing happening that we have up here with the silver broomstick. Is we are in a heavy Bible area. Our shop first opened in the middle of a Catholic college, and some of our best customers and clients were from that college. And for so many witches out there who were walking the path alone, reading stuff on the internet, trying to order supplies online, and they were afraid to come out of the broom closet, and they walk into our shop and it's like, thank you so much, because I can be who I am here. And they come out and more are being more open about what they truly are. And it's the biggest and most humbling honor when someone is so thankful for giving them a place where they can be accepted and meet others of like mind and share information.
Yes, absolutely. That's the way we feel. Like, I get like knots in my stomach, and honestly, I've got emotional before. We get emotional with our clients. It's a beautiful thing though, because you know what? This is who we are. We're not alone. You don't have to be alone in this. And we just had, this past weekend, we had our Appalachian Magic Workshop, and we had a blast, and we had, newbies, and they're like, there was right there, actually, near the Dickerson Sneed house, where Rhonda has the house, and it just surprises us, too, because we love to see it, and they know they're welcome, and we tell them, we warn them when they come in, we're like, listen, we're very open, wide people, so we're going to say all kinds of inappropriate things, but you're going to have a good time doing it.
And our motto is, once you meet us, once you come to the house, or we read for you, or we meet you somewhere, you're our family.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. It's damn, it's gone.
Well, I feel this. We all have certain gifts in life, and being part of the old religion and being in the paranormal, we have a tendency to look at things a little bit different, I think, than other groups. And
that's where you stole the damn thought.
Y'all are psychic.
He picked it right out of my head. That's exactly where I was going to go.
And you lost it. And and that's important, because we view things a little bit differently. I mean, we get up every day, try to be positive, try to help people. That's what we're here for. People get into the paranormal. Why'd you get into the paranormal? To help people. Well, in order to do that, you need to learn how to understand people, and you need to learn how to talk with people, and you need to be genuine, because there's so many people out there who do more damage than they do good. And it's not about that. And over the years, you'll get burned. You'll get burned by many people, and you don't let that jade you. You need to keep driving until you find that person who's going to say, you know what, you're worth it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Earlier,
no, that's true. And you know what? It's always a lesson. Spirit don't put nothing in front of you for just anything. It's not to make your life miserable. It's to make you learn something, which we all are meant to be doing as spiritual beings. And it's hard to look around that situation when you're hurt and certain, you're hurt by people that you loved, or, you're hurt by people who you thought you were your friends, and it's just hard because they spiritually are not on the same path as you, although they may portray themselves as. And that happens a lot in the paranormal. It happens in the metaphysical. I thought, in the metaphysical field, I wasn't going to see it as much, and it has been great because